Titters. How you doing, friend? Also, is the music too loud now? Hello, Nerdling Games. Welcome to the stream. Don't think we've had you here before. Oh! Well, welcome back then, Mandalorian. Stream time. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Titters. And how are you today, Nerdling Games? I don't think I asked before. How you doing today, friend? Hey, Ivan. Okay, you won't be able to hear a thing I say to you. On that note, Ivan is absolutely awesome and he's having a tough time, so everybody should send him some love. Because he is the bestest. Hey, Porthos. Porthos is very, very happy because it has finally stopped raining, which means he gets to go outside and play in the wet grass, much to my dismay. So, oh, that's good, Graf. Grats. Yeah, if the music's too loud or anything, do let me know. I've made some adjustments, which should hopefully make things easier for you guys to hear without being too much of an issue for me. It's a little loud, is it? Cool, cool. I shall rectify that before I start painting then. Or what if I hadn't turned my mouse off? Let's see. Let's turn it down a smidge. How's that? Loudness is home. Yeah, I know that feeling. Though the years of loudness have had an effect on my ears now. I have constant tinnitus in both ears. A bit more. Okay. How's that? I haven't made chat hungry for a while. Pimping dogs and a pasta bake. Oh, Cyborg. We don't mind that you've not been making us hungry because that is one hell of a thing to come back in on. Thank you very much. Oh. Oh. I don't know what I'm eating tonight. Oh, for the record, chat, if any of you are folks from the Sniping With Discord, which I think most of you are, if not all of you, this is actually a track by one of our very own. This is a piece by the absolutely awesome Roland Bird. Oh gosh, please excuse my feed the dog alarm, I already fed him. Oh no, Ivan's on there too. He just doesn't talk very often. He quiet. Hey, Fox, how you doing, friend? New PC parts. Yeah, that's great, Graph. I'm glad you managed to get it all sorted. Okay, so before I actually do any painting, I'm gonna do a little PSA for folks. If you get yourself the, make sure I get the name of the company right, because I'm terrible for names at the best of times. If you get yourself the Red Grass Everlasting Wet Palette, oh dear. Yeah, we've got some skipped frames. That's a new one. We normally get dropped frames. Oh, I didn't clean that properly. Oh dear. I hope that behaves itself soon. Well, hopefully you'll be able to see this. This is my inkwell that came with my Everlasting palette. You might also be able to see that it's got some staining. Here, I'll bring it closer. That is because this is not designed for neat paints. It's designed for heavily watered down paints and inks. And I put primer in it. So PSA for all you lovely arty folks out there. Read the instructions on the things you buy before you destroy them. It's still usable, thankfully, but is a bit iffy. I'm having buffering issues. Oh shit. We're back to this again, are we? It's definitely not my settings this time. My computer's switched off, so it's not that. Skipped frames again. Tell you what, folks. Always with the technical issues on this stream. I think it's our service provider kicking up a fuss. Hey Roman, how you doing, friend? Stream a desktop which is showing a feed of your cam. I could try. It would be difficult. I've actually paused the music. I want to see if the music is causing the problem here. If it is, I'll be really, really upset. But that may be the only way I can fix it. Oh, also, if you ever get acrylic paint stuck on something that's made of plastic, fabric conditioner will help you get it off. Stream's been stable since I paused the music. Oh, that's such a pity. Okay, so unfortunately this will have to be a just my voice stream from now on, I guess. There are alternatives to chatbot for streaming music whilst you're playing something, but like Streamlabs and everything like that charges people for making some requests, and I'm not cool with that. Hey RNG. Yeah, Roman. Actually, could use actual music files. Yes. That's the next thing on the list of things to try, I guess. Tidders. And yeah, Roman. Actually, all miniature paints are actually acrylic paints. So you could, in theory, swap out the acrylics that you get in tubes. You'd have to water them down quite sufficiently, though. But yeah, with the music side of things, I think I'm going to have to, but getting the royalty-free music, I'm going to have to spend a bit of time downloading it first. Oh yeah, Winamp's fab. And actually, I might be able to do something with Winamp so that I can fit it in with my theme without it being weird. You're not a dummy, Roman. To be perfectly honest with you, I didn't even think about it until somebody mentioned it. But it kind of makes sense considering the way that they apply. It also means if you ever get any hobby paint on your clothes, you should be able to remove it the same way that you'd remove other acrylic paints. Which is with great fucking difficulty in my experience. Anyway, so today's stream is gonna be something a little different. Okay, glad to hear it. Just thank you for letting me know. I think the lagging behind is probably because we don't have a cabled connection in this room at the moment, and until I get paid at the end of the month, I can't afford the cable. You're not a dummy, Graf. Why are you dummy? You're a lovely. Okay, so this is going to be a bit weird without any backing music because there's going to be these horrible silences, but hopefully this will work. 20-second latency. It's not so much of a case of how much is it, Roman, as I started a new job this month. The cable itself's only about 17 quid.
Genuine enthusiasm.
Oh geez. Thank you very much for the follow, Penguin Sentinel. Yeah, it's not so much how much it costs, because I'll have the money when I get paid, but I've literally this month started a new job, and I haven't been paid my first paycheck yet, and my pay date is different to what it used to be, so all of my bills have gone out and I have no money. So I'm just sort of squeaking across the line, as it were, until I get paid at the end of the month. But I should get like a month and a half's worth of pay when I do, because of when I started this job. So that's exciting, I guess. Oh, don't worry about it, Penguin Sentinel. But it's always nice to have another person join the party. And how are you doing today? This is very true, Tidders. But whilst if people want to donate to me, I really, really appreciate it, it's not necessary. I don't do this for money. I do this because I enjoy doing it and because I enjoy spending time with you all in a weird way. Oh, Graf, don't even get me started on the amount of unfinished projects I have. Speaking of which, I should really get on with this guy, shouldn't I? So he's basically finished, but I are a crazy person, and I want to have a go at doing OSL on him because he's got this little lantern. That's object source lighting. I've never done it before. I've always thought it looks really cool. But yeah, I figured now, on stream, in front of all you lovely folks, would be the perfect time to try and figure out how to do this. Hey Sophia, how you doing, friend? And yeah, that's 'cause you're fab. And there is nothing wrong with doing it for both fun and money, Tidders. Freedom dollar. Ah, yes, the freedom dollar. How is the Mickey Mouse buck doing at the moment? I'm glad to hear it, Sophia. Yeah, I'm sorry, Tidders. I know the quality is shit. I wish there was something I could do to fix it. Oh, to have fast internet all the time everywhere I go. So I'm going to be using a nice tutorial I found. I know I do, Ivan. I know. I'm going to be using a tutorial I found for Goonhammer. I don't know if anybody's aware of them, but it's a nice little tutorial. And they've actually done different tutorials for different colours of OSL as well, which is nice because we're painting this guy blue, but we might be painting others in future different colours. We might want a red one or a green one, I don't know. Oh jeez, that sucks, Tidders. Yeah, that's Roman, and to be fair, most of the time during this stream I try to avoid talking about anything political or in any way, shape or form outside worldy because it's just too fucking miserable. So just so that you know what I've done already with his lantern. Following the instructions, I have painted a bit of Army Painter's Void Shield Blue onto each of the panels of the lantern because that's where we'd see the light coming through. Oh no, fuck that, Tidders, that sucks. And yeah, agreed, Sophia. Fuck the world, stay inside. So apparently what I have to do is paint the lantern as if I was just finalising it. So I'm going to put a little bit of Army Painter Nova White on my palette, which I'm going to move onto the screen a little bit so you can see my paint blobs. I've also got a little bit of Night Lord's Blue on there, which we're going to use later. You're not even building some of them, Ivan. Ooh, ding. Made a good noise. Not all boobies. Look, he's got rock solid abs. Though I will be painting more Kingdom Death on this stream at some point in the future. Okay, so I'm gonna water down my Nova White, and then I'm gonna take most of it off of the brush because we're working in a really tiny area. And just put like a little streak of white just on the main panels, just to give it the effect that there's something inside the lantern that's sort of the light source, as it were. Now, from the instructions I've read, this is going to look worse before it looks better. Gut boobies, yes, that is exactly what rock solid abs are. They are gut boobies. I want gut boobies again. Nyan binary, that's fab. Actually, I've just thought I'm wearing my headphones so I can listen to the music, and there's no music now, so I can turn them off or take them off. You'll have to forgive me, folks. I'm still a little bit on the squishy side. Anybody that watched my stream on Sunday will know that I was having trouble with words. That's still happening. Ah, the shame wall, Ivan. How is the shame wall doing? Okay, so please excuse me while I thumb through my instructions. I love this. Okay, the first 2 stages will cause panic as they don't look good at all, and you'll regret starting on the path to enlightenment.
Run, you pigeons. It's Robert
Oh gosh, thank you so much, Roman.
Oh, gran demonio roidor. Oh, gran demonio roidor. Hear the name of the great one. Glottis. Glottis.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's fab. Now I need to put the headphones back again, because if I get any more alerts, I won't know about it otherwise. Right, let's do that. Okay, so what I need to do is take my bright tone, which is the Void Shield Blue. I'm going to keep forgetting their names. Take my bright tone, thin it as normal, and apply over the source, over the light source. Okay, so I'll just take a little bit, move it away from the rest of the paint, thin it down, get very nervous. Okay, and apply it to the light source. Oh, you might be wondering about the weird ass paintbrush I'm using. It's from a hobby supply shop that no longer exists in my hometown. But it's supposed to be for painting like proper acrylic paintings, but it works perfectly for painting miniatures. If you can't afford the exorbitant price that they put on miniature painting paintbrushes, acrylic, like mini acrylic painting brushes, work just as well. Oh, hey there, Buff Grinch. How you doing, friend? And yeah, they're a nice cheap alternative if you need something. Yeah, I'm with the Theo on that, Tidders. Your gas mask reveal photo was absolutely ace. It really cheered me up today. Yeah, it seems we're having technical difficulties again. We've had a couple of streams where everything's been nice and smooth, and now everything's gone tits up again. It's like, I don't know, Twitch karma. Okay, so I've got my bright tone, apply it all over the light source, which is what I've done. on the edges of any raised plates, armor, spikes, rims, etc. So this is going to be weird. Right. Because he's got quite defined muscles. So I guess I've got to apply it to his muscles. And the raised edges of his loincloth? Is it a loincloth? Well, good luck with the blood tests. And yeah, I feel you there on the bruising. I once had a phlebotomist take my blood, and she had so much trouble getting the needle into my arm that his adult diaper, yes, that I ended up with a bruise that looked like the Eiffel Tower on my arm. Okay, yeah, this is. I'm already not liking the way this looks, but I was forewarned that this would happen. I feel like I'm just ruining all the definition that I put into things by doing this, but I know it's kind of a necessary evil. Like, it's an important part of the OSL process to basically destroy the thing that you were working on. It is Porthos Tippy Taps you can hear. He's pacing quite a fair bit tonight. I think he was really hoping that Slow would play with him. And Slow's not doing so great, so that's not going to happen. You can probably hear him huffing and puffing as well. He's in a mood today. He always gets like this when it's been raining. And we've had thunder as well, which hasn't helped. I'm trying to hold this guy a little bit closer to the camera so you folks can get a better view of what it is I'm doing. What it is I'm destroying. Like, I'm really not enjoying this. Maybe it's like omelettes though. Gotta break it to eat it. I'm going to do the same with the base as well, because obviously there'd be light hitting the base. Just sort of picking out a little bit. I think the face that I'm painting next is definitely going to get the light, but the other side won't, because it's just a little too far away, I think. I'm going to wiggle in. Carry on. Totes profesh. Yeah, so I think here would definitely get some as well. Maybe here. Yeah, just a little bit there. This is either going to look really cool when it's done, or it's going to look shit. And I'm honestly hoping for the former, but we'll see. Dog's destroying something in the other room. Fabulous. Oh yeah, the underside of his arm as well. Shoot. Mm. There we go, I think. I should do the whatever fuck is this on Malifaux minis. That is a mood. That's great. 160p. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's bad. Hopefully it's a little bit and I get cabling stuff. It may not just be me, it may be a Twitch thing now as well, because the amount of skipped frames has gone up quite tremendously in the last minute or so. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. Getting a distinct impression I'm going to have to shut the stream down and start it again like I did the other week. Which is just fucking typical. There. Yeah, I think that's that stage done. It looks kind of like he spilt blue laundry detergent on himself. Hey Hulu. I was just wondering the same thing myself. Oh geez. Yeah, the amount of skin skipped frames has gone through the roof. So I am going to quickly restart the stream and hope that that fixes the problem. I don't know if folks have heard that. So if someone can like send an emote or something in chat to confirm that they heard me say that, I'll wait until I've seen it to restart the stream. Fucking audio cut out. Seriously. Do it the old-fashioned way. Awesome, thank you, Tiz. And just in case you've still not got any sound, let's try this dance again, shall we? I've also closed chatbot to see if that helps. And apparently not. But you've got audio now, so that's good. Oh shit. A bit too far there. D&D subplane concept. Hey, Porthos. Why are you attacking my hand for, Porthos? Ah, no, don't lick me. That sounds kind of cool, Cyborg. Sorry, it took me a while to read that. Oh, dog on my lap, dog on my lap. Get down, Porthos, please. Pretty please. Thank you. Oh, jeez. If it's not Twitch, it's Porthos. Okay. I'm gonna paint Thos. Oh god, no. Never give the dog a paintbrush. I know exactly how badly that'll go. I hadn't really thought about this, but I spent all that time painstakingly making sure that none of the lantern had any of the blue on it. Except for where the light source was. And it's going to be covered in the blue light. I can't think of a single thing that could be interfering with the Wi-Fi unless Slow is watching all of the YouTubes upstairs, which is possible. But even that shouldn't be enough to cause this much trouble. I mean, it is better than it was before I restarted. I don't think it'd work over here, Roman, but I appreciate the thought. Yeah, so I'll be getting the hard line when I get paid. Temp hard line. Yeah, so it's the temp hard line I'll be getting when I get paid. Because, to be frank, without getting Slow to rip the hard line out of my machine, which causes a massive mess in the first place, I can't do anything about it. Without injuring myself. It's really quite annoying. Just like, why? It was working perfectly, and then we got an update to Slobs, and ever since then, nothing works right. It's like all of a sudden it's just taking more bandwidth. I don't get it at all. We never had this amount of problems before. Okay, so Porthos is just trampling over literally everything now. So now I've got to apply a wash. And the wash is a really dark blue, which is what I got the Night Lord's blue for, which you can just see there. It's super dark. And I'm going to water it down a lot. So I think Greenhammer says to go like 5 or 6 to 1 water to paint. I'm actually going to go a little bit more than that because it's such a dark colour and I really don't want to ruin this miniature. So there's about 8 parts water there. Okay, so take bright tone, done that. Okay. Okay, Now I apply light, apparently, over the areas, I apply the wash over the areas where the light would hit the model. And that gives like a glaze, for want of a better description. Well, that's supposed to be the plan. I don't know if this is going to work. I might have watered it down too much. Okay, it still looks pretty horrendous, but it looks a little better. Very slightly better. Put it all up his arm. Put a little bit there as well. I'm still not liking it. Also apply over the edges of the light source. Okay, can do that. I mean, it's going to be difficult because the light source is fucking tiny, but I'm going to put a little bit more blue in there. Teeny tiny bit more. And then I'm going to water it down again because that's too much blue. I know most people use actual washes for this step, but I'm a rebel. A rebel without any washes. Also, I'm really sorry if I'm not super responsive to chat. I normally have the app open on my phone so that I can quickly glance down and read chat, but I've got the OSL tutorial on there at the minute, so. Okay, that's looking a thing that I have put paint on, I guess. Let's get some in the recesses on the base as well, because I've not done that bit yet. There we go. Okay. Oh, Graph, that's awesome. And thank you for the treats or scritches for Porthos. I will scritch him when he comes back because he's currently standing at the back door and staring out into the garden. I think it started raining again. Let's get a little more, just the wash, not the bright light here, because I feel like it would sort of flood around his leg, but wouldn't actively hit his leg, hit the bit under his leg. Okay, I think that's that step done. Oh, that's way too much of that there. Let's thin that out a bit. Okay. I think that's that step done. Okay, so now I have to wait for this to dry before I do the next step, so I'm just going to sit here and puff on it. Because I have no patience. Today's Hobby Happy Hour is sponsored by the word blow. Oh, Hulu, I've done that before. Are you okay, friend? Well, Tidders is happy. See, if this was like a super professional studio setup, this would be the bit where we'd have like the me blowing on the miniature from multiple different angles montage. Come here, buddy. Cyborg sent you some scratches. Yeah, he did. Oh, is that nice? Is that nice? Are you crying because it's wet outside and you don't want to poop in the wet? Hello, Porthos. Hello. Please get down. You're quite heavy. Thank you. As he whacks everything with his happy tail. Slightly more cheerful. Oh, no music today, Roman. We've already been through that. Not even montage music. Budget montage. Ooh. Pasta bake with hot sauce sounds like a good plan. I'm not really a dubstep person, Cyborg. Nearly there. Right. Okay, I can now read how to do the next step. Okay, apparently this is the trickiest bit. I run the risk of flooding my miniature and ruining it completely. Hey, Purple Burb, how you doing, friend? You're just in time to watch me probably destroy a miniature. Okay. Okay, so I need to make a super thin mixture of water and my intermediate shade. Now I'm going to put a little bit of Lothern blue on my palette and see if that's intermediate enough. But first I'm going to shake it, and it's going to make a horrible noise because it's got little rattlers in it. Okay, let's see how different it is. Oh, it's quite a fair bit different from my light shade. Ooh, that sounds good, Cyborg. So yeah, Can folks see that? That's going to be my intermediate shade. That's what they're calling it. Okay. Super thin mixture, water, and intermediate shade. So I'm just going to dump some of the intermediate shade over here in the corner where it belongs with a lot of water. Actually, I'm just going to have to move some of it over here. I put too much in the corner. I don't want to ruin my sponge. I've got to make this really, really thin. That's quite thin. Like it's moving by itself on the palette, so it's pretty thin. But I'd rather it be too thin and I have to build this up than it not be thin enough and I completely fuck the miniature. So I'm just gonna keep going. Oh yeah, anyone that follows me on Twitter, did you see the awesome thing I retweeted from QI earlier? About the etymology of the word miniature. In that it's not rooted in other words of a similar meaning like minuscule and minimum. It's actually rooted in the name of a red pigment that was used for some very, very small paintings in medieval books and artwork. I get back to completely fucked the miniature. I haven't done it yet, but we'll see. We're about to find out if I do. It did make a very suggestive noise, didn't it? It was my Lothern Blue, which is in a dropper bottle now and has 2 ball bearings in it to keep the paint fluid. So when I do that, it makes a thwappy noise, a wet thwappy noise, which is kind of gross and, as Roman said, very suggestive. Okay, so intermediate blue. Get some on the brush. Some is on the brush. Wipe off excess so it doesn't run. Always good advice. Apply it all over the areas where the light hits. Okay. This is either gonna work or it's not. Oh, please, God of miniatures, don't let me fuck this. I really like this mini. It's one of the very few things I'm actually proud of. Like, my level of paint anxiety right now has just gone through the roof. You can do this, Squig. You got this. Probably. Maybe. Oh dear God, I hope so. Oh shit. Too much. Too much. You don't get this on the joy of painting, do you? Okay, Tidders, I hope things go well with the emulators. Have fun. Okay, okay. We got this, right? This'll be okay, right? Probably. As always, I will be posting pictures of the final piece on my social media, on Twitter and Instagram, after the stream, because I know the quality of the recording isn't great for picking up the details and stuff, and in some cases it's just not great at all. We've experienced this evening. But yeah, only massively anxious about how this one looks when it's done. massively anxious. This is either going to be really good or really bad. And I'll say this much. This is the first time I have ever done OSL. I'm not using the tutorial because it's been a while since I've done it. I have literally never done OSL before. You are watching my OSL debut, as it were, and I've read the instructions a couple of times and panicked about it, but I've not actually given it a go yet. And if it goes horribly fucking wrong, yeah, I'll be sad, because I was quite proud of the way I painted this guy. But it's my first time, you know? And only people on TV are good at everything first time. So if it goes wrong, that doesn't mean I'm not going to try again in future with a different miniature. Oh, titters, I would totally be up for that. But it's going to be while I'm at work, isn't it? Okay, I'm not 100% happy with it, but I don't think it necessarily looks bad. I think it could use some improvements. Definitely use some improvements. Like, there's a patch on his arm that's just not taking paint at all. Probably my fault. I'm actually going to try and touch it up with the lighter colour, which is a little less diluted, and see if that helps. No. Oh, it's up to you, Tidders. That's all I'm saying. I was thinking I might go for longer, but if I'm honest with you, OSL on this guy, or not, as the case may be, I'll be, as I already said, my first time doing OSL. It might take me a little bit longer than the guide suggests it would. Okay. Go back to my original colour, the bright tone. Okay. Let's get some more of that and thin it down again. Okay, it's not looking horrendous, I don't think. I don't know if folks will be able to see that. I don't know what the quality's like anymore, but it's not looking like mega shit. It looks kind of iffy, but right, okay. Right, okay. So now that so what we did initially, that first step was basically putting highlights in, which we then painted over with a dark wash and then painted over again with an intermediate level wash. Now we're going back and putting the highlights back in. I'm actually gonna switch to everybody's least favourite brush now and do this with the Psycho, because then I can get some really nice fine points on my highlights. I think I made that one a bit too big. Oh well. Not to be done about it now. Sorry, folks. Not my best camera moment there.
Genuine enthusiasm.
Oh, jeez. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Seamus. And also, hello, how are you doing? Sorry, I'm worst host ever. Okay, that doesn't look too bad, I guess. No, that doesn't look too bad. Oh, Ivan, if you're still about, I'm not doing OSL on all your miniatures, mate. I'm really sorry, but this is anxiety inducing already. Doing it on somebody else's miniatures would kill me. Doing great, fabulous. Gotta remember those all important highlights on the base as well. Otherwise it's not OSL, is it? Because, you know, it's not in all the right places. Okay, I think that's that step. So what's next? Hey folks, we're on to the final stage. I are super nervous now. Like super duper nervous. I mean, it's looking okay, I think. I think for my first attempt at OSL, it's looking okay. Actually, I'm just going to put some highlights on there. Because really the light should be sort of spilling out of the lantern. So there should be highlights on that as well. In theory. Okay. Final stage. Final round. Okie doke, Roman, you take care. And thanks for stopping by. And thanks for the follow. Well, thanks for the sub. Okay. So now we're going to use Fenrisian Grey to do the last step. A little bit of Fenrisian Grey on the palette. Actually, I'll use this one for this. So again, I'm just going to take some off to the side. Got a dent in my wet palette, that's really annoying. And water it down as if I was going to paint normally with it. Sort of 2 thin coats standard. That's that. Now I'm going back to my Psycho brush because I am going to apply highlights directly onto the light source. And the light source is fucking tiny. I know a lot of people say because it's such a small brush, it's really not good for doing anything because you don't get enough paint, or the paint dries out before you can get it to the miniature. But seriously, I wouldn't want any other brush for this because it's just such a small space to try and get these really tiny little details done in. But if you can do it with a bigger brush, then I honestly bow to your superior painting skills, because Jesus, I would not be able to do that. Oh, somebody's trying to cause a car accident outside. I'm sorry if you folks could hear that. Don't know if you could. Oh no, has the stream shat itself again? Okay, I think that's it. Let's see. Oh, we also want to do that on any bits that the light is going to be really hitting. So Cuss, his adult diaper, as Tiddus said earlier, is white. I'm just gonna pick out some grey highlights on the bits that are sort of jutting out towards the lantern. Stream is hella dead. Oh dear. I mean, it's not flagging up as any worse at my end than it was when I rebooted it, so I don't know what's causing it. I mean, any more than usual, obviously. Seems like we get to the 30-minute mark and I have to reboot every time. Hang on. Though, to be honest with you, I think I'm about done. actually gonna use some of this grey but extra watered down just to sort of balance out the transition between blue and white on his towel, robe, whatever you want to call it, as well. That's better. Not quite so stark now. Nothing changed. Complete lockup. Right. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Well, hear is a funny term, but you know what I mean. Yeah, we've actually not had any skipped frames in 3 minutes, which is the best it's been all fucking stream, apparently. This is fashion again. See if that helps. This is Major Tan to ground control. Do you read me, ground control? No audio. Okay. Do we have camera? Do we have audio? This can't be me. This is way worse than usual. Okay. I'm gonna restart the stream again. Not that you folks can hear me. Are we back? We back. Fabulous. Oh, I tell you what. Yeah, he's being whingy. He wants me to go outside in the rain. Hello. I see, and here. It's a miracle. Yeah, I tell you what. I do these streams to chill out. Tonight has not been chill. And buffering again. Oh, fuck's sake. We can't win, can we? A network error? What the fuck? What even is that error? Let's find out. Absence of a secure network connection. I doubt that somehow. Okay, are we back? Are things working? Oops. punching my it looks like we've got a little bit of a delay still, but can folks hear me? Is anybody about? Or is everything just completely broken now? I get the feeling everything's completely broken. Weary sigh. Yeah, apparently Network Error 2000 is, hey Nolan, apparently it's a lack of a secure network connection, which I highly doubt. It's really weird. Has everything stabilized now? It looks like things are... Right, fabulous. Oh, Twitch, you ain't half stressful sometimes. Right. Deep breath, Hobbs. You got this. Okay, I think the tutorial, it just flickered back on. I don't even get this anymore. I'm not even going to pretend that I do. None of this makes any sense. Mild audio stutter. And at 720, fucking hell. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if people are going to be able to see it. But, so... Put him at that angle first. Is he focused? He's not, is he? Let's get a bit of paper. And not throw a load of things on the floor. Let's see if that helps. Aha! Just praise the machine spirit, yeah. Okay, so I don't know how clear that's going to be. I can try and get a bit more light on him. And there's the OSL. And the back of him. And the other side. Oh, yep, there go the drop frames again. I don't know. So, I think... Can I show you if I'm actually flirting? Well, good luck with whatever it is, Hulu. I hope it turns out positive. Error 2000 again. What the heck? That is so weird. I genuinely don't know what we're supposed to do in this situation. Why is it having problems establishing a secure connection to the network? Super buffery. Well, I suppose on the plus side, I'm almost done. You can tell I'm super happy about how this has all gone, can't you? Oh, I'm sorry, folks. These used to be really nice chill streams. It just seems like the world has other plans for us at the moment. There again. Yep. Well, I suppose I'm gonna have to go back to the old-fashioned means then. Oh, poor Toss. Noisy boy. Okay. I'm pretty sure none of you can hear me. Oh, Seamus can hear me and see. Can anybody else though? And how long is this gonna last? It's frustrating, Seamus. 5 seconds of AV and then an error. What the hell is going on tonight? Thank you, Seamus. Okay. Would someone be so kind as to let Tidders know that, well, frankly, that they're not having as many issues as she is. Yeah, so I think I've finished doing the OSL. I'll post some pictures up on my social media later so folks can see it properly. I don't think it's gone too bad for my first attempt. If anybody else wants to give OSL a try, then I highly recommend the Goonhammer tutorial because it is really good. Oh dear, lost the feed. Oh dear. I honestly don't know what's going on with Twitch tonight. But what I'm gonna do for the folks that can't hear me, I'll make my chair make a Wookiee noise. Yeah, I'm with Seamus on this one, Hulu, if you folks can hear me. Be upfront. Do the thing. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Which is kind of what this stream's all been about today. Okay. I have no idea what's going on with Twitch. I don't know if any of you can hear me. So just in case you can't, I'm really sorry, folks. This was supposed to be a nice chill stream. Now that the mini's painted, I'm typing this out in case anyone was wondering. Now that the mini's painted, I'm going to close up. I want to say a massive thank you to all of you, especially those of you who have had technical difficulties. Thank you to my mods, my subs, followers, and donators, and cheerers. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to each other. Wash your fucking hands. And have a great evening. Fucking Twitch, seriously. Just reloaded and now it's working. Have a great evening, everybody, and seriously, after how fraught today has been, thank you so much. This has been a fucking mess from beginning to end. And seeing as I've got you all back briefly now, don't be afraid to try new things. I didn't know how the OSL was going to go. I'm not too upset with it. I'm not too enthralled with it. But don't be afraid to try things. If you're thinking about doing something, give it a go. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Right. This one's not a restart. I'm actually going this time. You folks take care of each other and yourselves. And I'll see you on the other side.